welcome back to my channel. I'm Shamaya. For those of you who don't know, welcome. Don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. Today I'm really excited for this video. I've honestly been wanting to make this video for probably 2 years now. Then the universe just kind of sent it my way. So this is a collaboration video with Poshmark. You may be familiar with them. I know they actually have commercials on TV now. They're on Snapchat. They've grown a lot. I'm an ambassador in real life for Poshmark, and also I've just always been such a fan. So Poshmark is an app where you can buy and sell clothes, new and used. I actually found out about it from a girl who was in one of my college classes, and I had no idea that my Poshmark was going to blow up the way that it did. I was kind of just using it just to make side money at the time. I think I was a junior in college. No, actually, I was a sophomore in college at the time. So yeah, I was kind of just doing it for a hobby and just to make side money, because I also did have a part-time job then. However, it completely blew up, and eventually I was able to help put that money that I made towards paying my rent. So essentially Poshmark helped me pay my rent in college, which was awesome. And essentially I've made over $2,000 on the app to this day. So I'm actually going to check right now to see exactly how much I've made. So to this day I have sold 327 items and I have earned $2,145. Mind you, that might sound like a lot, but most of my items were like $5 t-shirts, so it is the compound effect at its finest. What's really exciting is I'm a Poshmark ambassador as well, and now I am a part of their affiliate program, so that's why I have the opportunity to do this awesome video. I've had actually people in the past ask me to do this video. I honestly just didn't make the time for it, but here I am. I use Poshmark daily. I try to get on at least once a day. I see the best results when I get on about 3 times a day. They have these events called Poshmark parties, and they actually host these parties at the peak times that people are on the app actually, so I love to take advantage of that. But what I'm going to do today is share with you how I made my $2,145 using Poshmark selling $5 t-shirts. So stay tuned, and if you stay till the end, I'm going to give you some bonus tips as well. So I first created my Poshmark in October of 2015, but I didn't actually start being active and using it until I think it was January or February of 2016. And once I actually started using it, I was like, why didn't I do this sooner? I have 43,000 followers, so altogether I have 420 listings. And then right now in my closet, I have about $363. That's the total value of all of my available listings. So, like I said, today I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips on how you can also make $2,000 or more on Poshmark. First, I just want to establish you really want to think about Poshmark as your own e-commerce store. Essentially, that is what it is. Obviously, you want to think of yourself as the store owner. Obviously, you're doing the shipping, you're doing the advertising, you're doing the marketing. Essentially, that's the same. You're doing everything. So you really want to think about this as marketing. That is the biggest way that I was able to make so much money on Poshmark. Poshmark is one of my favorite side hustles as an entrepreneur. I tell all of my friends about it. My best friend is on it, my friend from college is on it, and we actually did the video together for Poshmark. I told my other roommate from college about it. She got on it. The boutique I used to work at, I made one for them, and I was managing that when I worked there. And then another gal who worked at the boutique, I actually still manage her Poshmark account now. And then of course my own. Oh, my cousin is on it as well. She has really nice things. She's an artist, so she's really artsy. She has some cool stuff. The biggest tip before anything is you want to create a sense of urgency. I honestly think that is the #1 tip in marketing. So firstly, you want to take clear, appealing pictures. You don't really want your pictures to be dark, or you don't want it to be too difficult to see the garments in your photos. You want it to be crystal clear so your potential buyers can see the product for itself and there's no surprises. When I was working at the boutique, I actually used one of the mannequins to take pictures for most of my garments, and then I also did that with the gal whose Poshmark that I manage. And having that boutique feel is also a plus. There's actually a boutique option on there. They also have options where you can buy wholesale to actually create your own legit boutique, which is awesome. I, in the past, bought from, I think it was a Korean retailer like a year ago. And to be honest, most of the things I predicted sold well, but there were a few things that took a while for me to sell. And for when I say a while, I mean like 13 months. So, I mean, it wasn't really like a loss because the stuff was super cheap. If you do decide to do that, I would definitely recommend doing your research like you should with anything else, and just make sure you're getting the biggest bang for your buck. So when I don't have access to a mannequin, flat lays are also nice, but above that, I honestly just put a tack in the wall and take a picture like that. So you can also see here in my closet that I've done that as well. And then I've also like used my door for a prop. So I take my pictures at this time of day when it's just super bright outside and I don't have to use the flash, because I honestly feel like that could kind of alter the picture a little bit. And again, the whole goal is to take clear and appealing pictures. So my second comment for you guys is to always, always, always respond to comments. I even take it to the next step and respond to likes. I have this ad here in my closet that says, if you like more than one item in my closet, add it to a bundle. So pretty much a bundle is where people have the option to buy multiple things from your closet. You can send them a discounted offer if you'd like, but the whole objective is that they only pay for shipping one time, hence the word bundle. Also, people on Poshmark have the option to create bundles of their own. So when I see them do that, I always message them, and I usually just say something brief like, thanks for the closet, love. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns. And 50% of the time they do respond, which is great, because if I didn't send that message, they might not have asked, hey, what is the fit like, or do you have another photo to show how the item fits. A lot of the times people ask me to model the items, which I can sometimes, but I honestly take donations from my mom, sister, boyfriend, whomever, and so I can't always model everything because not everything I sell is in my size. That's another thing that I'll say. You definitely want to take advantage of your resources. So when I first started, I was just selling all of my clothes. And when I started getting short on my own clothes, my mom kind of offered to help me out, and she gave me a lot of the stuff that she wasn't wearing, that she would have just donated in the first place. And then my sister, same deal. She would kind of just give clothes to my mom, and then my mom would give those clothes to me. And then same deal with my boyfriend. Yes, I take donations. The third tip I have for you guys is sharing. This is really where your marketing comes in. This is essential to making sales. I cannot stress this enough. If you do not share, your closet will get stale and people will not be navigated to your closet. And also just shows that you're active, and when you share your own stuff, other people obviously see it fresh on their feed. But also what you want to do is share other people's stuff, because most of the time they'll share it back. And I'll give you a little bonus tip here. There are sharing Facebook groups, but I've honestly found that really time consuming, so I don't get on those Facebook groups too much. But it is a great resource, and I definitely utilize them, especially if you're newer on the platform. You want to get acquainted, you want to network like you would anywhere else. So there's a bonus tip for y'all. So going back to always responding to comments, you want to think of it like a business, because essentially it is. You are a one-woman/man show. So you're the advertiser, you're the photographer, you are the manager, you do the shipping, you do the customer service, you do everything. So you really want to be on top of all of that to get the best results possible. So when you ship things out, after people receive their item, they rate you, and that's obviously based on the item that is sold and your customer service. So my rating is a 4.7. That's overall pretty good. It was higher in the past, but I did have issues before with shipping out things too late. I've accidentally listed things the wrong size. I guess the other things I didn't understand. You know, there's just going to be angry customers sometimes, so you want to de-escalate that as much as possible. Right now, as you see, I'm currently having a moving sale, so everything is buy one, get one 50% off. If you're wondering about the ad for my moving sale, I made this in Canva, and I like to update that every week to keep it fresh, especially since I had, what was it, like 43,000 followers. You don't want your closet to get stale. So again, that comes back into the importance of sharing your closet as frequently as possible and just keeping it updated. Also, of course, everyone loves a good sale, so that's an incentive for other people on Poshmark to shop your closet. My fourth tip for you guys is to constantly add new items to your closet to keep it fresh. This goes back again to how easy it is for your closet to get stale. There's so many people on Poshmark now. You're competing with everyone else on there, which is super important to have a strategy. So constantly adding items to your closet is going to help bring your closet to the top of other people's feeds, and your new listings obviously will appear at the top when people do searches. I'm telling you guys so many bonus tips. You guys better stay till the end because I'm just spilling all the beans right now. But one thing that I did learn from another YouTuber, if your things aren't selling, just delete the post and just repost it as if it was a new one. And you might be attached to that listing like, okay, but I had 30 people like it. But think about it. If 30 people liked it that much, why didn't they buy it? So you might as well just start off fresh, make a brand new post, and start over. And I've tested this theory and it did actually work out in my favor. Tip number 5 is utilize your offer to likers button. This is actually a fairly new feature on Poshmark. You can either do a private offer or a public offer. So if you've sent a private offer to someone before and what you're offering now is not less than that initial offer, they won't receive the offer again. I hope that isn't not too confusing. And then for a public offer, that's just to everyone in the public. So when people like your listing, they will see that offer. Alright, so thanks for staying to the end. As I promised, I'm going to share some bonus tips with you guys. So my biggest bonus tip, I'm going to start off with this one first. This is one of my secrets. Rearrange your closet. So in the past, I got really tedious and I've rearranged my closet by color. Right now, I just kind of have it by category. You want to make it as shoppable as possible. This is key here. I like to have all my tops, bottoms, dresses, outerwear, accessory, jewelries, shoes, etc. all together. And as you can see here, it's very easy to shop, very easy to follow. And this also helps out when I have offers like how I do now with my buy one get one 50% off sale. Because if people like to shop tops, which here's another bonus secret, tops sell more than anything. That's just in sales period. If you're having a sale like buy one get one 50% off and people are searching for tops, they can see all of those tops all together instead of just going through your entire closet and kind of getting lost. And then also, this is a big key in merchandising. We at the boutique I used to work at, we would re-merchandise every single day because we would have regular customers come in, and when we did, we wanted to make sure everything looked new, everything looked fresh. Creating that movement, it allows people to see something maybe they didn't see before the last time they came in. And also, it makes them feel like we're constantly getting new things in, so that could only work in your favor. Another bonus tip I have for you guys is creating sales. I guess this was not too much of a secret, being that I currently have a sale right now, but I have done this before. So currently I'm having a moving sale. I'm trying to get rid of all of the stuff before I move. When I have these sales, I typically like to drop the prices about every week or every other week, depending on how long the sale is going for. And also that's going to depend on how many likes it received and how expensive the item is. Going back to sharing in parties, Poshmark has 3 parties each day. Again, those are at the peak times when they have the most user engagement. You really want to take advantage of these times. So sharing your items during these parties is going to give you the most exposure as possible. So you really want to be on that. And when I do that consistently and when I share to all 3 parties each day, I'm not even going to lie to you. There was a week where I sold something every single day because I was sharing things at every single party each day. It really blew my mind. I didn't think it was going to work, but that is another bonus tip for you. Here's a secret for you guys. People always ask for the fiber content. So as you see here in the description, I always list that so I don't have to go back and check later. So when I'm taking my photos, I like to take a picture of the tag so I can post the fiber content in my description. If you want to post a picture of the tag, that's completely up to you. That's just how I prefer to do it. And since I've been doing that, I've got less questions about that, obviously, and more sales. So I encourage bundling. It is a win for you and the customer. You sell more, they buy more for less. I don't think it really gets any better than that. People are going to try to lowball you. It's just the inevitable. So when you price your items, what you want to do is compare your items to other listings that are similar that have already sold. And that's not saying that, say, I'm selling the Seahawks jersey and it sold for $25. I'm going to actually list it for $40, $30 just because I know people are going to lowball me. I want to make as much money as I possibly can. That might have been the biggest secret I had for you guys, so cherish that.
Period.
So again, back to the descriptions. You want to be as descriptive as possible. You want to describe the color, the brand, measurements if possible, the fiber content, like I said. And most importantly, if your item has any flaws, mention that, because if you sell something and that buyer sees that the item has flaws and you didn't mention that, for one, they're going to be highly upset and want their money back. So they're going to report that. You're going to get the item sent back to you, and you might get dinged for that. That's really bad customer service, so you don't want that happening. So make sure, even if it's like a little bleach spot, the smallest hole, list that. I promise you, I've sold things that were so questionable. I didn't know why people would buy something with oil stains or shoes with holes in them, but they did. So just list it, try to sell it. If not, it's like you didn't expect it to sell anyway, so just be honest. Those are my 5 tips for you on how I made $2,000 on Poshmark, and thank you for staying till the end. I hope you enjoyed my secret tips. Those are really going to navigate you to success, I promise. If you have any questions, leave them below. Also, leave down your Poshmark username down below so I can check out your closet and share some things. Anyways, I had a lot of fun filming this video. It was way overdue. Thank you again, Poshmark, for allowing me this opportunity to collaborate with you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and see you next time.